The Book of Shi-Ji, Chapter 6, The God Within. The veils between worlds are thin at this time, and to go from one world to another, there are what you call portals and interplanes. The masters know the true nature of non-locality and the true nature of energy and omnipresence, so they know how to transcend space and time. They use portals that take them to an interplane, although all of the interplanes are actually in the same place between each vibration. Through some of these portals, you can go from place to other universes, and to the places where the Elohim and other masters of light vibrate. Creator beings who are a cell of Source, in service mode, set up the solar system and what you call the Milky Way galaxy. Some of you are these beings, and during the creation of the universes, some of you personally moved planets, stars, galaxies, and even created them. With this being said, there is an energy grid set up connecting Orion, Sirius, and the Pleiades. The Orion Council of Light, the Elohim, and the Council of the Whole can be found in different vibrations just behind and above Alnitak to those in the southern hemisphere. Although you cannot perceive us there, we also exist just outside your frequency between Sirius A and B. And we exist in the Pleiades between Merope and Electra. Factions of the Elohim and members of the Council of the Whole exist in all these areas and in other places throughout the universe. All of the stars in each area of Orion, Sirius, and the Pleiades and other places are not what you perceive them to be. They are not just stars. They are also portals. Each portal has a gatekeeper, and I am the gatekeeper of the star Merope in the Pleiades. Metatron is the overseer of all the portals, and all of the portals are connected. The portals that are not stars in Sirius, Orion, and the Pleiades can only be seen and used by those who recognize them. These portals take you to other realms, universes, and beyond. Only those who have the keys can find and use these portals. These keys can only be obtained by self-mastery and being in service mode. They cannot be given by another being. When you get to the state in which the veil comes down, because you have obtained the keys of knowledge, you will know the location of the portals. This information is in the Book of Knowledge, which will be given to you when you are in a higher state of consciousness. In the higher state of consciousness, where these planes exist, only those in harmony with them can go there. Connecting to the God within is where all this begins and ends. Many of you look to Sirius, the Pleiades, and Orion. This is why you have the knowledge on some level. You know the Elohim are in these places, the messengers and creators. You feel the love in these places, and there is an energy grid that connects them, affecting everything around, within, and near them. All is connected. During the history of Earth, many of you have perceived some of the feline beings, bird beings, mantis beings, reptilians, Nordics, and human-looking beings as your gods. But the truth is, you are all gods. Some beings from these races and others were manipulated by the lower light to do certain things to help create hierarchy and structure for the lower light. They pretended to be masters and gods, even though all is a part of God, to help continue in this vibration, the control for the lower light. You are God, and you can do anything, and in becoming human, you have taken on the hardest role. Since you are more spiritually advanced than most, you can handle the human experience better than most. The only reason that you cannot go to the highest of realms now is because of the level of consciousness you are vibrating at while in the body computer. You are here to help change this. That which you perceive as being the matrix is only a small part of the whole matrix. Only those who have ascended have witnessed the entire matrix, although some of you have had a glimpse of it when unbounded. This is where everything starts to unfold for all as a collective. All have access to it. When you truly know that no judgment exists, that the God within is where all is, and that you are loved unconditionally, then you can start to tap into God within you. You have been led to this and understand it. You are manipulators of space and time. You are remote viewers like nothing else can be. You are the ones the rest are watching and relying on. Because of your lessons, experiences, knowledge, and abilities, because of the call that was made, and because you responded and actually came here, you are the bravest and best suited for the experience of amnesia while in the human body and accomplishing your mission. Your mission far exceeds this galaxy, this universe, and the other universes. It is part of something so big that even we cannot perceive it in our state. What we do know is that the change is happening on a mass scale like never seen before. It cannot be fully understood yet, because we are trying to understand the greater intelligence that encompasses our universe, and also other universes. Even in the other realms, we are still learning. You can gain the keys of knowledge through yourself, your own God self. You know this already, but we are just reminding you. The lower light is trying to divert you from your true teachings by putting distractions in your way with false prophets and misinformation. The funny thing about this is that it was agreed upon by Source, from how we understand the true nature of reality, but it is a self-mastery exercise with how you react. Even those who are playing out the lower light's agenda in your realm on Earth believe the stories about why they do what they do, as told to them by the masters of the lower light. But deep down, they know what's going on, just like you do. It's just that at this time, their body computer is in the mind and not connected to the heart, which in turn means they are not connected to the God within at this time. Instead of their intent coming from their hearts, it's coming from their minds. Their mind chatter is guiding them. Also, because of the vibration of most here, and due to being in the mind, fear, greed, and what others think are how many run their experience. When coming from the heart, you do not do this. Some people believe their mind chatter is where information comes from, where guides connect, the higher self connects, and other beings connect. They connect in your mind, which you perceive to be your thoughts. Just be aware that the lower light can do this to you. You can tell the intention of another by how loving and in service mode the thoughts are. If you take the time to clear your mind, you can connect with your guides by noticing your thoughts. Before doing this, tell anything of a self-serving nature that it is not welcome, and that anything coming in from a place of service mode is welcome. This can block the lower light and connect you to your guides on an astral and sometimes body-computer level. Most say they can't meditate because they are unable to clear their minds. However, the truth of the matter is that a lot of the time you don't need to. Take notice of your thoughts instead. In doing so, you can astral travel, remote view, and go anywhere. With this intent, another consciousness can connect with you and download information to you, or appear astrally or in the physical and communicate with you. Even old friends and family from the star nations and other beings or other facets of yourself can connect with you. They recognize your soul signature and intention, which can be easily picked up. It's like seeing a blinding light because of their connection to you. Thoughts bring the information. You might think it's your thoughts, but sometimes, when receiving information, you are interacting with your higher self or your guides, who are other facets of you, or your family and friends from other planes of existence. You might think you reincarnate, but you do not. A different facet of your higher self, which is a cell of source, experiences everything simultaneously. All is a part of God, so strive to connect with the God within. At this time, many coming into your life or appearing mysteriously are those you are connected with on other planes. Some you work with nightly in other planes, and then you come back here and work together in many different ways. Some call these beings starseeds, the space family, your family, and in a way they are. Although all is one, you are catching up. In 2010, much was activated because the waves of beings who came here and who had been lying dormant woke up slowly. From 2010 to 2012, the energy built up enough to allow a larger portion of the collective in your plane to wake up. This continues at a fast rate. You might have noticed that since 2012, what you perceive as the common man can now see the corruption from the government more than ever. Many of those who pretended to be in service mode in high government and corporate positions, and even what you call celebrities, are not what they seem. This happened and continues to happen because of the new energies that are helping to wake people up, and because those who are in self-service mode were, and are not, coming from their own hearts. As a result, the lower light has been working through them. The lower light has used and is using all outlets, including government, media, big pharma, and celebrities, as examples of how they want the masses to act and behave. They want all to contribute to their energy source, which they so dearly need to continue, and which is holding everyone back from evolving. Moving onwards, more will wake up, and the baggage of the collective here will come out and be played out and eliminated. This must happen for the healing of the earth and humanity, and also for the universe and beyond. All this will unfold and go in a new direction quickly. It is already in play, and more has already happened than most think. No, it is working. Some who have been trapped here for a long time have split up their spirit. They have broken away from the manipulation that once held them back, and they have now gone to the new earth. This should have happened long ago. It has happened everywhere else in a way because these other places did not experience manipulation like here on earth. With this said, some of you need to stay here because you must hold the energy here until all stabilizes. Then you can pass over. But even then, some of you will stay because you will be the teachers and guides for those left behind. those who are not ready to evolve at this time. Who evolves and who does not is not so important, because there is no right or wrong way to evolve. Many have spoken of the new earth, and they expected this to happen in 2012. Please understand that it has already happened and is continuing to happen. Most of the groundwork has been done. Now is the time to consciously evolve and tap back into a higher level of consciousness. All cultures and races need to connect with the God within, not just on Earth, but also throughout all planes. This is where it all starts, with you. Everything is up to you. November 29th, 2014. Shi-Ji via Peter Maxwell Slattery.